y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree. I wanted to film a car chit-chat video. This is very unlike how I usually start off my videos, but I made a vow to myself to be more consistent, and I really am I'm in a season of uncomfortability, and that means for me doing the things that make me uncomfortable, doing the things that make me scared. And so I'm aiming for the month of March to upload or to post 3 videos, or I won't say 2 videos, at least 2 or 3 videos a week on my YouTube channel. So, and I was inspired by Tony Gaskins, because I don't know if you guys know who Tony Gaskins is, but he's like a motivational speaker, kind of relationship coach, business person, and he has a YouTube channel, motivational videos, encouragement, advice. He kind of does a little bit of everything, and I love how on his YouTube channel he has like 500k subscribers, and most of his videos are not super edited. It's like him on the go, him filming videos in his car. And he was like, and he posted in one video, he was like, what's holding you back from, possibly growing your YouTube channel is that you try to make everything so aesthetic. And he said, you don't have to do that. He said, if you feel like you want something to talk about and you're on the move and your life is not like, you're not able to do a sit down video and make it all aesthetic, then okay, film the video in the car. And so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to try this out. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but I'm just going to keep going, because my goal this year for my YouTube channel is to just be more consistent and getting out of my head about, if it looks good, are people gonna like it or not? And I don't care. So we're doing it scared, we're doing it, and we're just gonna go for it. So that's where I am at. So I'm on my way to work. Today is Monday, and oh my god, I spit. I'm on my way to work, and today is Monday, and I'm tired, and I filmed a YouTube video, a day in my life video yesterday, and I'm not quite sure if I like it, if I love it, but I was like, I didn't even want to vlog yesterday. I did it anyway. I'm doing everything. I'm really pushing myself. Even when I don't feel like doing something, I'm going to do it anyway. The past few days has been pretty emotional for me, because there's just a lot that's been on my mind. I've been going through just like a lot. I guess you could say spiritual warfare, because it has been a lot, y'all. Like, I am just in a very interesting phase and season of my life. And, I'm just in an interesting season of my life, and I just feel like I don't know. It's just a really interesting season of my life right now, and I'm definitely in an uncomfortable season, but uncomfortability equals growth, right? If you're comfortable all the time, if you're like, life is just like, you're just so comfortable, and you don't really challenge yourself and push yourself out there to try new things and to take a risk, then you're really not growing. And I realized that I have grown a lot, and because I have grown a lot, I realized that certain relationships with people in my life have changed, some for the better, and just a lot of things have changed, because I'm just on this path of I wanted to grow more, be better, do better. And I realized, I was on my walk yesterday. It was a really emotional day for me, because it's just, my heart was so heavy about just a lot. And I was listening to the preacher in a sermon, and he just was talking about how God is able. And even when we feel like giving up, or feel like this season of our life is not, the greatest and where we thought we would be, God is still able and to do exceedingly abundantly than we can ever think of or ask for. And so I realized that in that moment, it was a perfect reminder for me. It was a perfect reminder for me to embrace the season that I'm in my life right now. I have to embrace where I'm at right now. I have to be grateful for where I'm at right now. I have to steward what God has blessed me with and given me in this season, in this moment of my life. And I am grateful. I'm blessed, and I'm just really grateful that I have a job, a roof over my head. And I think, living at home with my parents and my sister, and I really desperately want my own place. But sometimes we might want something and we feel like we deserve it right away. But God has been really working on my heart about, just because you might want it right now, that doesn't mean you deserve it right now. That doesn't mean I'm going to give it to you right now. And so I realized in this season of my life that God is really continuing to teach me more patience, more relying on Him and having faith in Him. And so I realized that in this season of my life, yes, I want a full-time position as a counselor and tenure track, and I'm still applying for full-time jobs, okay? And still haven't landed one yet, but I'm not giving up. I want to grow my YouTube channel, and that's going to require me to continue to be consistent and not be so in my head. I want to move out of my parents' house, but that's going to require me to save money and to be a good steward of my money and really try, pick up more hours of work, try to monetize my YouTube and maybe my TikTok and just really work hard. And in this season, I have to embrace where I'm at and just be in constant communication with the Lord through prayer and reading the Word and listening to the Lord. And I feel like the Lord is telling me, hey, I want you to embrace where you're at, so you can get the lessons I'm trying to teach you to prepare you for the next season. And because the beginning of this year, I have started off this year really good in a good mental space, because I've been, really working on affirming myself, changing the way I talk to myself, really, really, really just working on how I speak to myself, and really just working on my prayer life and my relationship with the Lord. And God has just been really just been doing a work. He's always doing a work in me, but He's just been, the more I've been praying, the more I've been reading the Word, the more I just been, my mind focused on Him. He's been calling me out on a lot of things, and I feel like He is continuing to teach me lessons in this season. And I feel like right now is just embracing where I'm at. And so I want to encourage you all, if you're in a season like I'm in a season of, not where you want to be, or maybe you're in a season of uncomfortability. Like I'm in a season of uncomfortability, but I know being uncomfortable in this season right now is preparing me for the next season. Doing a lot of things that are scary and that are uncomfortable. I'm in that season of uncomfortability. I realize that I have to do the things that make me uncomfortable, because I know that it's going to grow me and that's going to push me forward. For so long, every step of my life, I'm 29. For 29 years, every time I did something uncomfortable and took and walked in faith and took a risk on something, God opened doors. I started to develop physically, mentally, and spiritually. And then I'm like, okay, well, Desiree, you know that anytime you do something that makes you uncomfortable, doors open, opportunities happen, and it really mold and shape you into a better person. And that's how I feel right now. And so this season of my life, this year, my word is unstoppable. Being unstoppable, keep going, not giving up. And so I've been really working on, when things are hard, keep going. When things are difficult, keep going. Don't give up. And so I am embracing this season of my life, and I'm determined to keep going. And so I want to encourage you all to keep going and to not give up. With everything going on in the world, with the politics, the person who's in office, like, there's a lot going on. And like, financially, like, people are struggling. I'm struggling. Like, it is hard out here in these streets. Everything is very ghetto. Like, it is a struggle. And so I want to encourage you all to just keep going, to embrace where you're at. And embracing where you're at is not saying that to be lazy or not to do anything about it, but it's about being grateful for where you're at and really stewarding where you're at in the moment. And right now, I'm like, okay, I can't, instead of complaining and crying about where I'm at in my life, I can continue to do the work. I continue to apply for jobs and work hard and continue to work on myself, to continue to just do the things I need to do to set me up for the next season, for more opportunities, and just to create an action plan and to execute on that action plan. Like, I'm not gonna be sitting here being lazy. This is not the time or the season of my life. Really, the way the state of the world is, it's not the time for you to be sitting in your room boohoo crying for weeks on end. It's time for you to walk out on faith and to, work on your relationship with yourself and how you talk to yourself. Go to therapy. If you're a Christian, get right with the Lord. If you're not a Christian, still get right with the Lord. Like, do whatever you need to do to help you get to where you feel like God is calling you to do. Like, what is your purpose in life? Life is so short. I just feel like I have to continue to put one foot in front of the other. And yes, I'm going to have days where I'm emotional and days where I want to give up and days where it's really difficult. And like, the weekend was hard because I was like, I just want to be alone. I just want to have my own place. Like, I'm irritable. But I was like, Lord, give me patience. Give me patience to continue to live with my parents and my sister. Continue to give me patience and teach me kindness and continue to do a work on me as I'm in the season of my life. Help me, like, whatever the lessons you, Lord, are trying to teach me, help me not to miss the lesson. Help me to get the lesson and to actually fully learn what God is trying to teach me, so I can apply that to my life in the next season and forevermore. I want to encourage you to keep going. Don't give up. You got this, girl. Whatever our guy, whatever you're watching this, like, keep going. Like, sometimes it could be hard. Sometimes it could be easier to give up than to keep going. And life is hard. Life is not easy, but life can also be beautiful, and opportunities can come your way. So just keep going. I want to encourage y'all to embrace the season, the uncomfortability that you might be in. Embrace the season where you're at in your life. And maybe life is like pretty good for you right now. Enjoy it. Continue to get the lesson. Continue to stay prayed up for when life will get a little tough for you, right? So stay prayerful, stay the course, and I just want to encourage y'all to keep going, because I know I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna give up. And again, my word for this year is unstoppable. So even when life gets tough, and even when I don't want to do something, I'm going to continue to persevere. So yeah, y'all, happy Monday, or whenever you're watching this video. This is not my typical like kind of aesthetic video, but honestly, y'all, I'm just gonna do more of these videos, because I made a goal to myself to try to post 2 or 3 videos a week on my YouTube channel. So I'm going for it, and we're gonna see what happens. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below. I really want to start having community and comments on my YouTube channel. I just feel like I post videos, but no one really comments, but it's totally fine. It is what it is. But if you feel like this video you can relate to it, definitely, if you feel compelled to comment, go ahead and comment. If you don't, no problem, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can get more content. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.